Hi guys, yes, I am not sure if Dr. Chidi Cadet Wanyanwu is on the line right now. Yes, just while we're waiting for him, I am going to quickly introduce myself. Yes, I see some people are logging in already. If you want me to call your name out, please indicate so that I can call you out. My name is Katia Velino. I am a Toronto-based blogger. Just in case you don't know, I am a Nigerian. Don't let my name deceive you. I am an evil woman. So today, before Chidi comes online, if you have been following along with Nigerian news, this is the time for election and campaign. And I am going to introduce to you, and then when Chidi comes in, he can also introduce himself. So for those of you who are not Nigerians, Enugu State is a state. Enugu State is a state in Nigeria. Like in Canada here, we call them provinces. In America, they are states. So Chidi Wanyanwu has decided that it's time to change Nigeria. So he is going to be running for governorship. Chidi Wanyanwu, he's here. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much.
Give me 1 second to set up, okay?
Okay. Chidi will be introducing himself to you people. Please get ready for your questions. This is like, it's not really an interview. It's like a chit chat. We really need to know Chidi's agenda and what he is going to do in Enugu State in Nigeria. And it's better for you people to hear from the horse's mouth. Please invite all your friends as much as you can. Okay, guys, so I have Dr. Chidi Wanyanwu on the line here. Chidi, please, can you quickly introduce yourself and invite as much people as you can?
Okay, hi everybody, my name is Chidi Wanyanwu. I'm from Enugu State of Nigeria, Ozala town, specifically. I'm a trained architect. Apart from being an architect, I do a lot of other things.
Okay.
I am a minister of the gospel.
Okay.
The doctorate degree I have is in human letters.
Okay.
And what more can I say? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a contractor. I'm a blogger.
Okay.
I'm a father of 2, happily married.
Okay.
To Dr. Erika Wanyanwu.
Okay.
And I'm the next governor of Enugu State 2019.
Okay, that sounds good. So Chidi, quickly, please,
yep.
like I said, I don't want to say that this is an interview. I want people to see this as a chit chat. Chidi, what really prompted you to really want to come out to for this position, to run for this election 2019?
Well, I've always been involved in leadership. I've always found myself in one leadership position or the other from my early days in life. Right from my secondary school days, I used to be a prefect. I used to represent my school and in senior debating society. That was a primary school on Isha. Then I went ahead to become the light prefect at DMGS. I became the president of UNESCO in DMGS too. I was also with the Drama Society, DMGS. Then I went into UNEC and found myself also in leadership positions there. I actually was the speaker of the Department of Architecture House. And then I held so many other leadership positions. So it's always been like that. And then when I went to youth service, I was the platoon commander at the youth service camp in Makurdi. And when I started serving in Boko, I was head of the coppers. What do we call it then? The Coppers Road Safety Team. We formed a road safety organization there. That was the first time coppers were forming a road safety squad in Boko, and I was the commandant too.
Okay.
When I'm getting there. I'm trying to tell you why your question is, why did I decide to run for government, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I want to provide leadership in Enugu State. You know, that's basically why I want to do that, because everything revolves around leadership. Okay. It is no longer news that people are suffering in Enugu State. It is no longer news that things are not the way it should be. It is no longer news that from the day they created Enugu State from the old Anambra State, Enugu State has been not going forward but going back. The recent WAEC results that were published, Enugu State took, I think, 9th position. Enugu State used to take 1st position. That is not acceptable. So all of this, my experience in leadership, made me feel that right now is the time to provide leadership. Having also been the president of Enugu State Association here in Toronto, Canada, and gone ahead to be the president of the Nigerian community here in Canada too. So I've gathered enough experience to go and provide that leadership back home.
Okay. I'm sure that people have heard everything you said, but given the fact where Nigeria politics is right now, and Nigeria is not a safe ground for anybody. People who listen to news are aware of what is going on in Nigeria in terms of safety, corruption, no government. And you have not been on the ground for a long time to really tackle the issues that is going on in Nigeria presently. How prepared are you, like, to fly all the way from Canada to get into a country that is not safe? How secured and how can you say, or what can you say that has made you ready and prepared, like in terms of security and the corruption and everything that is going on in Nigeria?
Okay, first of all, I want to disagree with you because you sound like you think I'm detached from Nigeria. I am not. Every year, I've always been to Nigeria and I have businesses going on in Nigeria, and I've participated actively in the politics of Nigeria, more than so many people who are even in Nigeria itself. Okay. And during the last election that brought Buhari in, I was a member of the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria. Okay. And the activities of Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria, the Canada branch, which was the leading organization amongst all of them, it's there for people to see. We participated actively. We were in Nigeria. And let me tell you one funny thing. Do you know that because of the absence of electricity, trusted electricity in Nigeria and internet connection, most times it is the people in the diaspora that get to news quickly in Nigeria and are able to spread it before people in Nigeria can even get to that news. Sometimes it's a video clip, and because I'm also a blogger, I own a media company. So we get these video clips, we analyze it, we blog it here, and then when people in Nigeria wake up, when they click on their on their phones, that time it takes for them to download it and begin to share it, it is slow. So I have participated in Nigerian politics. There's never I am always been in contact with what is happening in Nigerian politics and Enugu State in particular, especially because of my media activity. Because I own a media company, I follow the news, I hunt for news, I disseminate news, so I know what is happening. I get feedbacks about what is happening in Nigeria, and because of my activities in Nigeria too, I am conversant with what is happening in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think, like, from the view and from the things that I'm getting from people, social media is a different angle of what is going on in Nigeria. But being there physically is something else. Because I was meant to understand, yes, most of these leaders or the politicians, they're not really on internet. Even though the masses are on internet, they carry the news, they know what is going on there. My question is that the preparedness of your physical being in Nigeria. Like, I know that Nigerian politics entails a lot, especially the financial aspects of that. Nigeria, I'm sorry, it's one country that things does not run as it runs in Nigeria. Like, the preparedness of the physical being financial aspects. And I know that going into politics, people have godfathers. I listened to one of your live videos that you did the other time. And then you said in one, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? You said in one of the videos that you are not ready to give bribe. You are not ready to share money, that you are just going there to tell them how things are. But I know that it's easy for us living in this part of the world. Like volunteers will come and they do things for you. They don't care if you pay them or not. But in Nigeria, everybody is expecting your wallet before they can do anything.
Sorry. Before I lose my line of thought, let me jump in here, Katia Velino. Okay. You see, right now I am with the Take It Back movement, okay?
Yeah.
And what we are doing in Nigeria, people need to understand this. We are causing a disruption in the political system. What used to be, you have just described what used to be in Nigeria. You have described the main reason why most of us has opted to be part of this political dispensation. We are saying that things can be done differently. We are saying that politics can not only be done through sharing money. You have just described the sharing of money, the godfatherism that you find in politics. You have not even mentioned so many things that they do in politics. They go into cultism, they kill people, they have thugs. All of this they have used to blackmail Nigerians, to intimidate Nigerians, to make us to scare even young. Do you know how long ago young people would have been participating in politics? Young people are 55 years now, but they have not participated in politics the way they should have been participating in politics in their 20s. But because they have been intimidated by these people, we are going into our 60s. So in our generation, we did not even participate. That is what we are fighting against. Let me tell you something. For us, it's not a do or die affair.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than win the election by playing politics the way of these old people, let us not even win. But we will not compromise. Let me tell you why we will not compromise. Okay. Recently, the Take It Back movement was supposed to form an alliance. That's why we've not had a political party till now. We're supposed to go into coalition with a lot of political parties. They told us they were straightforward. They told us they will not compromise. But as soon as PDP offered money, as soon as PDP was going to do the coalition, all of them took the money and they collapsed and they joined that thing. We were lucky that it happened because we are still remaining as the ones that refuse to be polluted. So we will not give bribe. We will not share money. Do you know why we will not share money? Because people don't understand that money that they are getting, that money that is being shared to them is the money that was held back from building a hospital. So those their children that died when they went to the hospital and there was no drugs there, it is that money that should have been used to buy those drugs. So your children died and the person that stole that money is coming back to give you the money and you're taking it. So the same. Yeah.
So in this aspect now, in what you are saying right now, it's not really the political aspect that is really polluted. It is the people, the core people, the indigenes, the people that live in Nigeria. Their mindset is totally different because I'm meant to understand that Take It Back, you are in the movement of Take It Back, right? What it means is that we are, or you and the other party, or us as Nigerians, we are going back to take really what belongs to us that was stolen from us.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So this politics, again, this election that we're talking about right now, remind me again, when is this election?
This election is going to be in February.
Okay. And how does the campaign,
the Take It Back movement? The campaign.
Yeah. When does the campaign start? Because you're still in Canada. I am wondering, for somebody who's
no. Okay. No, you're running. You're putting so many questions together. Okay. I'm going to be in Nigeria sometime this week. I'm going to be in Nigeria this week, and leading to me traveling in Nigeria. You see, that is what we're bringing into Nigeria. Okay, I was cracking a.
Okay.
Somebody is calling me. People should please not call me because it won't work.
Let them
when they
join.
call me, they cut me.
Can you not log them
in? Please, they should join, not call me. Okay, so. The point I'm trying to make is this. I was cracking it. Someone was telling me, Chidi, what are you doing in Canada? Why are you not in Nigeria? And I told them that when someone needs money from me in Nigeria, you know how many, we keep sending money to Nigeria. When they need money from me in Nigeria, they don't ask me to come. They ask me to please send the money, just text it, just use social media, and I'll send it either through WhatsApp or through Facebook, and they get the money and everybody feels satisfied. So when it comes to money, people are ready to listen to me through internet. So why can't they listen to me when we are talking to them through internet? The point I'm trying to make is that in 2018, things are done a little bit differently. We have people on ground that are mobilized. They are doing, you see, it's going to shock people how things happen. There was a video I did and I said people should check what time it is. People are still thinking in the analog way. You are right. The leaders we have today are still talking to people on NTA News. We are talking to people on social media. So they are reaching 1,000. We are reaching 1 million, but they don't see the 1 million. And we're not interested in their 1,000. So it's okay. It's okay for people to think. When Shore started the Take It Back movement, people were laughing. So what we're saying is that I am going to be in Nigeria. We're physically there. You see Moile Shore, he goes into Nigeria. He gets out of Nigeria. He's going all around the world. The reason why we are also starting from the diaspora to Nigeria is that that Nigeria is still standing now is because of the resources, the money that is being pumped into Nigeria by people in the diaspora. That's why Nigeria doesn't feel recession when the whole world is feeling recession. Don't you know? So the diaspora are part of what sustains Nigeria. So it is important that we factor the diaspora in. That's what a lot of people have not understood, the power of the diaspora. So we started from the diaspora. We are working with people down there in Nigeria, and now we're going back to kind of reconnect with them and solidify the foundation that we already laid in Nigeria.
Okay, that's you know what? I give it to you because it takes a lot for somebody that lives in diaspora, regardless of everything that is going down in Nigeria, to pick up the courage to say, you know what? This belongs to me. It's time for me to take it back. A lot of people might not see it the way I am personally seeing that. I think it's a great move. But all I'm saying is that I know that Nigerian campaign, Nigerian politics is not a small thing. It takes a lot. So this is, I will say that I am concerned because when you go there, a lot of people will try to consume and eat you alive. But anyways, we have gone past that stage right now. Let's talk about the campaign.
Before you go on, Katia Velino, let me reemphasize again that what is existing as the political system in Nigeria right now, we don't want to be part of it. That's why we are coming into the political scene to disrupt the system. We are going to do things on our own terms or nothing. That's why we have not joined any party. That's why we've been struggling and doing our 1 penny, 2 penny, $1. Yeah, let people be laughing at us, but if we must succeed, we will succeed like that because that is the true change. If not now, then let's just go back to the old way. Then why are we bothering ourselves? So that's what we're doing. We are presenting a new system of things. We're saying this is how things should be done. So it is on the interest of our people are. You see, there's poverty in the land, and poverty leads to people being corrupt. People are corrupted not because they want to be, but because they are hungry. But just like the analogy I gave you, if someone, after knowing the source of the money that they are taking, still wants to take that money, then their hope is finished. Then they're not the people we are talking to. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. The people who will work with us are people who are interested in progressing. Some people will not be interested in progressing. Some people just want to be where they are. Yes, so I know it is the money they stole from my son that died. So that is blood money. If you're willing to take that money, then stay with the old system. So we know that people like that are there.
So talking of political party, we all know that Nigeria have two strong political party, and then the coming down to the state party and stuff like that. Do you people already have a party in mind to join, or are you guys thinking of forming your own party, like ally, like people that live in diaspora? Like I know that Showore is going for Nigerian president. Is there another party that you guys have in mind, or you guys planning to join any of these pre-existing parties?
Okay, let me tell you, that's why sometimes when people say, oh, Showore had this plan a long time ago, he stored money to do it, I laugh at them. You know why? Because this movement came out of a dissatisfaction. It came out of frustration. When this movement was started, they have already finished the registering of political parties. So they have, right now, you cannot register any political party. Okay. But knowing that, that will show you the audacity of this movement, even though we knew that they have finished registering political parties. But it's not about political parties, it's about, you know, it's about trying to resist what is going on. So in answer to your question, the political parties that you have now, we would have to work with the political parties. There are about 68 political parties in Nigeria.
Are you
registered.
Serious? 68 political parties?
So if you remove the two main ones, which are APC and PDP, then you have like 66. Out of these 66, we started talking with a lot of them. A lot of them told us that they were new, they were not corrupt, they didn't have any alliance with any political. We were even at the point of signing memorandum of understanding with a lot of them, only for, it was just God. To show you that I believe, I'm not being spiritual here, but I believe that God is in this movement. Only for us to see these people who already confess that their hands, only for them to go and form an alliance with PDP. Only for them to step down. So a lot of them were set up by these old politicians to come and, you know, like when they, if we had formed alliances with them, they would have put the carpet from under our feet. So what we had to do is we stepped back and we started re-strategizing. By the 2nd of, I think it was when, the 25th of July, we were supposed to announce the political party that we were going to run with.
July. Okay.
But then, because we were reaching out to the, you know, we have been reaching out to the other young presidential candidates.
Okay.
So as God will have it again, God touched all their minds, and they all, because a lot of them that we were talking to that went and ran into APC and PDP, when they got to APC and PDP, their eyes opened, they discovered that they were just used as stooges. So some of them are regretting now. So when we called a meeting, they all came to that meeting. So because of that meeting of the young presidential candidates, we now delayed the announcing of our party platform. But the deadline is on the 14th of August. So anyhow, by the 15th of August, we'll be announcing the political platform that the Take It Back movement will be participating in this 2019 elections.
Wow.
Let me finish like this. That political party is going to be a coalition of like-minded and progressive political organizations.
Okay. That's so like I don't know, there's a lot of people here. I am not sure. I can't read. Can you see anybody's question on this screen?
Yeah, I can read. Somebody like let me read some of the questions.
I can't see
that okay, sorry. It says someone says Aguilara and TPC. It says we are tired of illiterate military rulers. Okay, Inen Naikwagu just did thumbs up. Vivian Williams says, my brother, Nigeria need people like you. My sister, how now? Thank you, Vivian Williams.
Thank
you.
And
then a lot of people are watching. Eunice Anya saw Abby Goodman, Demudia Moses, Emeka. And then the next question is from His Royal Highness Ekens Azubike.
Okay.
He says, but you must contest under one platform, as there is nothing like independence candidate. That's what I just explained. We're going to contest under. We're just about to announce a party, and the next thing we saw was that the party was now advertising somebody as their presidential candidate. If we had announced that we were with that party, we would have just killed our credibility. And then we found out that that party was being sponsored by one of the main contenders in the PDP party. So the Nigerian politics is so fluid, my sister, is so complicated. We have to be careful. We don't want to dent our credibility. We have a credibility right now. Yes, we don't have money. Yes, we are young people. Yes, we are struggling, but we are staying on the right path. If we stay on this path, the biggest problem we have is to change the mindset of Nigerians. If we change their mindset and they see what we're trying to do, then it will be better from Nigeria, because the foundation of everything is very important. If we build our foundation on an already collapsed system, then what are we going there to do? Then we're going there for a selfish reason. We're going there to go and people are wicked in Nigeria. We'll go there to go and take money from the people who are already wretched and poor and dying. You go there to actually take money again from them. That is pure wickedness.
Because this is exactly what I see all the time in the news. If they give them 500 naira, 1,000 naira, they will reroute and follow whoever gives them money. If you give them few cups of rice, they will reroute. So the corruption in Nigeria is a main issue in Nigeria. Yeah, I don't think it's only something that has to do with the state. It has to start from
no. Yeah, exactly. You see, Eken Sasubike, he said, what are you doing to convince the electorates? Because the electorates ask for money and material things before they vote for any candidate. Whenever the Take It Back movement goes to a place, like if you watch the videos that Omoyele Sowore has done, whenever he arrives, you see a lot of youths, you see students coming out. None of these students were paid anything. When the political parties are going, like if you see their rallies, you see mammoth crowd. All these are, you know how they do it. They are paid crowd. They have to give everybody 1,000, 2,000. Now, we spoke to these young people. We started one person at a time to the point where they now understand. And if you see our videos, they'll be saying, you didn't pay us money. We don't want your money. We're just supporting you from our heart. You know, because young people, they are the 75% of Nigerian population is young people. If only young people understand the power that they have, they will chase these people out of government. So it is a difficult thing to do. I'm not telling you it is easy, because you're right. They just want a bag of rice. They just want a gallon of vegetable oil. But if you can, and that's why we're doing our campaign door to door. We have people that are going from door to door in villages, in states, everywhere, because if we can, people are not stupid. It's just that the politicians have never bothered to talk to these people. You know that. The politicians in Nigeria, they don't campaign like that. They don't go telling, they just go and tell you need, they don't even talk to you. Do you imagine the campaign they do in Nigeria? A politician will stay like this, doesn't open his mouth to tell you anything, just has bags of rice and things. It just come, they give you, just give you. There's a lineup. That is, you see, we are coming to talk to them. The politicians don't talk to them. The politicians don't take them, hey, take rice and vote for me. They can't open their mouth. They just give them the rice. They are waiting for somebody to hear, to talk. The Bible says, how would they believe if they've not heard? So in the same way, they have not believed, their mentality has not changed, because in so many years, donkey years since this practice has been going on, nobody preaches the truth to them. So we are preaching the truth to them. We are believing that when they hear, because our people are not stupid, the politicians have called them, do you know what politicians have called Nigerians? The politicians in Nigeria have looked at Nigerians and told them, you people are stupid, you people are foolish. When they meet in their closets to talk, they say, can you imagine these stupid people? All we have to do is give them 1,000 now. Then they come out, yes, and they actually, do you think if Nigerians understood the real detail of what is happening, nobody's a fool now.
So I think that really the people, the masses don't really understand what politics is all about and how it runs. All they understand is they take money, they go and they vote. Right? This is if they have the PC card already. They don't understand the detrimental stage that they are in, what the torture that government has done to them. So you're saying that your job is to go and educate the masses about what belongs to them, about what politics entails. Because if they are able to get a better understanding, they will be able to choose their candidates wisely.
Yes. Let me ask you, Katia Velino, show me in history where a revolution was started by the leaders of that revolution going around and distributing money to people. Never.
I know.
It is just by talking to them. It's just by awakening their minds. There is that. See, you don't have to tell a hungry man that they are hungry. They know they are hungry now. People know what is going on. And they know that that guy who is giving them money is actually, but they don't understand. You're right, because a hungry person can't think. And the person who is talking to them, the person who they see as a politician, is not the good person that will talk to them. So they need to see other contestants. So that's why we are going into politics, so that at least they can see us and they will come to listen to us. Then we can talk to them. But if we all sit back and allow these corrupt politicians and allow these wicked people keep talking to them, then, and it's amazing to me when people see you step out and instead of encouraging you, they keep telling you what cannot be. Why do you keep talking? Why do people keep saying that? You're sitting back, you know our people are suffering. You know the people that are deceiving them are calling them fools and treating them like trash. And these people are your grandmother, your grandfather in the village. These villagers we're talking about, we make them sound like something. Oh, these are my uncles, these are my aunties. And we sit down here and we just keep analyzing and say, it will not work. They need to. Why? Talk to them. You should be talking to them and telling them. Yeah.
I'm sure, Chidi, if we have 5 people like you, Nigeria will be a great country.
We have plenty of them in TakeItBack movement. That's what we're grooming. And that we are see, when Mark Zuckerberg, let me give you a hint as to what is happening with TakeItBack movement. When Mark Zuckerberg sat with his friends in Massachusetts Institute of Technology, students, and they were tinkering with Facebook, people laughed at them. When they came up, they just added their friends added their friends, and they laughed at them when they came up with Facebook. They said Facebook will not last. Now, every company that is not on Facebook is not serious. I know. When when the iPhone guy, Stephen, what's his name? The guy who invented Apple.
Steve Jobs, yeah.
When Steve Jobs was tinkering with the computer in his garage, he didn't have money. People laughed at him. It was a nobody. That's the spirit that is fostering the TakeItBack movement. So what we are doing is what we know people need in Nigeria. It's what we know is real. But these things take time. But you see, we had better succeed based on that foundation or not. Forget about it. So that's why we keep saying it's not a do or die affair. We will go. We will try our best. Even if we lose, we will not compromise. Somebody asked me, what if PDP wants to, what if the old guys wants to hand PDP over to us? We will not take. If we wanted money, by now we will not be doing, we will not doing our rallies and people come there and we give them water instead of buying chicken and buying all these things for them. No, we will not be using social media. Sure will not be going. When he goes around, he uses his phone to do live broadcast. Why? He is the owner of SAHARA Reporters. He has a media company. He can use cameras and sophisticated equipment, but he knows that that is not what the movement will thrive on. We cannot afford it. So that's why he uses his phone to do live documentary. And then those of us who have media companies will now take it, we download it, we process it, we convert it, and we share it out again. It does not cost extra money. That's why we are trying to inject into young people that they don't have to depend. Let us do what we can do. The world revolves around the biggest computers in the world.
Where am I?
The biggest. It's okay. You're okay now. Did you know, Katia Velino? Did you know that the mega computers in this world that can even hack the United States security system, it does not cost money at all. Nobody spends money. It is different computers around the world that guys hook together, and they are more powerful than every government in this world. That is what people can do without money. So when this, and you have these intelligent people in the people that Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, came to Lagos to find, the people that Microsoft guy came to Nigeria to find, they are the ones, the young people that are working with us in the TakeItBack movement. So Nigeria should just watch and see.
I I am so thrilled. I am so happy. And before we close this, is there any other question? Like I said, I can't see the questions. I don't know why. Is there any other question on the screen that you would like to take before I can ask you where people can contact you, just for people who don't know where and how to contact you on social media? Is there any other question you would like to take from the people watching?
Well, I see them. Let me see. Somebody says, a lot of people are just now agreeing. Hence, Azubike says they do understand what politics is all about, but the system is corrupt. Yeah, the system is corrupt. That's what we are fighting.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying corrupt, corrupt. It's somebody that is going to change it. You know,
exactly. We have to do something.
We cannot say corrupt and sit back. We need to start practicality. We need to move. So I am so thrilled and I'm so elated that you decided to take this up, to fight for what belongs to you, and to lead and to let people follow along and to explain what politics, Nigerian politics, it's all about. I cannot stop telling you how happy I am.
Thank you. What I want you to do for me, what I want people to help us with, in as much as we need money, in as much as we need all the support, but you see, if people can catch this passion, if people can catch this fire and ignite it in another person and tell them to ignite it in another person, it doesn't cost money. Let's stop accepting, because if we keep saying, oh, the system is corrupt, we already know it's corrupt, but let's not convince, because what I hear telling our people is, you are corrupt, the system is corrupt, let's give up, there's no hope for us. No, let's begin to tell them what they are supposed to do. Let's begin to explain to them the source of that money, because some of them think that I'm coming back with a lot of money. And I've explained to some of them in my videos, I say, I work hard here. I get my money from work weekly, monthly. You work, you build your money dollar by dollar. And the money that we build from your hard work, you use it to do savings and pay your bills. We don't take that kind of money to come and start running an election, then keep my children hungry. That's not what it's all about. We set up an appeal fund, and people who believe in the cause, they contribute to this appeal fund, and then we use it to do whatever we can. We are being very prudent. We don't do what we cannot do. If we have $100, we think outside the box. We think, how can we use this $100 to achieve what the other people are using $1 million to achieve? Up to today, you see how much Take It Back movement has achieved. And if they tell you how much it has cost to do this, you will not believe it. But this is what the other people have used millions of dollars. I'm not talking about naira. What they use millions of dollars to achieve. How did they get this money? Why do they our money that they stole, and we are tired? So all I want you to do is advise people to advise our people. If Charlie Boy said, our mumu don't do. Okay. Our mumu don't. These people, they say you're mumu, and they still come to you and they give you money, and when they go back, they laugh at you, and you're still going to vote for them. And then I don't know what else you can call yourself.
So if people, I know especially people in diaspora, if people in diaspora wants to help you financially, is there any online, is there any link that people can go to contribute money? Because we all know that this journey is not an easy journey. No matter how much you think that you will not spend money, I know that the cost of living, even if it's not the bribery spending money, the cost of living is very high in Nigeria. Talking about doing posters, cards for the campaign and stuff. Is there a link that people will use to help you grow financially that you would like to share? And also your Facebook page.
Exactly. So you just explained it right. We are not looking for money to go and bribe people. We're looking for money to run a successful campaign. Money for logistics, money for traveling. I'm going to be flying to Nigeria. I'll be flying back. I will go to some other things. I'll organize town hall meetings. There's transportation, there's accommodation. Anybody that wants to support us, we are going to be publishing links where they can go and see all of these things. We have been, because we want to do things properly, we've been waiting for the right time. There's going to be a GoFundMe page. The reason why we did not just start with a GoFundMe page is we didn't want people to think that, oh, this guy needs money, so he just jumped up and started doing a GoFundMe page. So we have put in our resources so far, but now we need support. So we're going to open a GoFundMe page where people can go and fund and contribute to this. The Take It Back movement also has a GoFundMe page. So people can support the movement as a whole, but you can also support my political ambition as the governor of Enugu State directly and individually. So there's another question here.
Sorry, can you just call out the link just in case? Like your...
No, right now there is no link. Like I said, it's only now that we're going to set it up.
No, not the GoFundMe.
Oh, my Facebook, no, I still maintain there's Chidi, there's so many groups that people formed out there, but my group, my Facebook group is Chidi Cadet Wanyanwu. If you go there, you can see stories about what I'm doing. You will see a lot of pages that our followers and our supporters have opened. Just look for me online, and then you can join right now and the support. But we are in the coming days preceding my traveling to Nigeria, we're going to publish an account and a Facebook page, a GoFundMe page that people can go to and contribute. So relax, everybody. I'll publish. People are saying do that quickly. We appreciate all that. Someone says please take us quickly. Please take us quickly. What Enugu State will benefit from your no light, no network, education, health. I don't know which one to take now. Someone says, tell us quickly what Enugu State will benefit from your government.
Yeah, so it's a campaign. It's a campaign question. Yes, I like that.
Yeah, you know one thing, people, and that's why I've been a little bit reluctant. There's a manifesto, all right? That's the usual thing. People will come, they will write a manifesto and they'll post it out there. But how many of you know that you can hire a specialist to write a manifesto? So what we have done, even though we have a manifesto, but we are not putting so much emphasis on that, because even the old politicians write manifestos. We are breaking it down to people are hungry in Enugu State. We want to come and feed the people. We want to show them how to feed themselves. To do this, I have already told people in my videos that one person's farm here in Canada can feed the whole of Enugu State. I know in those days where corn was so rampant in Enugu, was so abundant in Enugu, but right now they have to import corn from other states in Enugu. So agriculture is one of our primary focus. Let people not be hungry. In 2018, it's a shame that families are begging for food in Enugu State. In Enugu State, when I was growing up, you farm and then you plant yam. The corn was just something that you just like play, you just strip, do it around the farm. Then all this green, ogo, melon, it was not heard of that you go and buy corn outside. So that is how basic we are coming. Then water, we would make sure that people have water in Enugu. It's a shame that people cannot drink water. So these basic things of life is what we are from. They can be expanded into more complicated things, but let the people eat. So first of all, that's why our slogan is think about the people and then think about the community before we think about the governor himself. The people are where we are starting from. Let them eat food. Let them have water. Let them be able to pay school fees for their children. Let them have good health. These are the basic things before we start thinking about. Everybody says road. Oh, because they say the person there right now is trying or is building road. Road to where? Road to people who are hungry. Let them feed first before we start building road for them. And then people have asked me, so how are you going to feed the whole of Enugu? Very simple. Very, very simple. We're going to mechanize agriculture. The government can afford to have and what we would do in 1 year, we would have done this pilot projects. And don't worry, people can still hear me. We would have done these pilot projects and people after 1 year will be able to see that it is possible. I don't want to just send people back to their farm and say, go and start farming. No, we're talking about new and improved systems. We're talking about a system where a tractor will farm up to 60 hectares, 600 hectares of farmland, and there is no driver on that tractor, just using GPS. These are the things that we're going to introduce. And they are not far-fetched. We have good, we have fertile land. We don't even need manure. We have good, we have good soil. We have sunlight. We have favorable weather here in Canada. Why do I know? Because here in Canada, we have like 3 months window, and within that 3 months, we farm everything there is to farm. How about in Nigeria, where we have 12 months of good weather? How are we not able? So Enugu State will be able to feed the people and have enough to send outside. Before, go to main market in Enugu. When you go to Akwata, you see them importing every single food from all over the world back to Enugu. Why? Why? We used to have abubu. Even right now, they are eating beans. They don't even, the abubu that we are kidding, and those things that we can farm in our back. They are the healthy one. Go to bulk and ban here. If you go to bulk and ban here, those things, I went there with my wife. I saw how expensive they are. I was telling my wife, can you imagine? You know that beans that is spotted? Even the big one, the elephant beans that we used to play with them when we were young children. Ozako, so many things that they've abandoned. We should go back to them. And we don't even have to bring foreigners. Things like PRODA, they allowed an institution like PRODA to die. Do you know they even allowed the technical college in Enugu to die? Right now, if you apply to Canada as a skilled labor with just secondary school certificate, not even secondary school certificate, just a trade test, Canada will take you quicker than they will take a doctor or an engineer.
True. That's true.
But we abandoned that kind of abandoned technical school. Who did that to us? You understand? So these are the things. We're going to go to the rudiments and encourage the people and empower the people once more. People will come to Enugu State to buy food again. Enugu State will not be going out to import food back to Enugu State. So let us start from all that first. And can you imagine water? Just to bring water from 9 Mile, that is 10 kilometers away from Enugu. The government house in Enugu has this tanker that supplies. That's a big shame that the government house is buying water. All you need to transfer is just portable water, just to port water from 9 Mile to inside Enugu. 10 kilometers, you can't do that. When I was small, I've said this several times, we used to shower upstairs in our yard. Water was running upstairs in our yard. If the water closed, you come down to the yard, there's pump in the yard. If that one closed, you go to the streets to go and fetch water in the pump down the street. So these are the simple things that Enugu was known for. So Ken Sazubike, I have a blueprint, but all that blueprint thing is so complicated. Just like you've said, the woman that is in the village doesn't know about your blueprint. They are hungry. They just want to get fed. They want to have the basic things of life. Electricity, we don't need to.
They want good hospitals.
Exactly.
Healthcare.
They want good hospital. You are in the healthcare profession. You know that you don't need to be like a big doctor, a qualified nurse to be working in the emergency, this EMS thing. But we can train people, just basic first aid. When there's an accident on the express, have you seen them dragging people out of a car when they have accident? Some of them die because of the way they are handled. But we should be able to train people, give them basic training, not like the big nursing and doctor, just first aid training. Put them in a vehicle and let them patrol. We need them more than we even need all of this other road safety and because when there's an accident, people die before they get to the hospital.
Safety don't do anything when it comes to
accidents. Because they don't know what to do. But if you have trained personnel, they will stabilize people. When you have like 20 people in an accident, possibly 15 of them will be saved. But right now, if you have 20, 19 of them will die just because they were not handled properly. So all these ideas are gathered together and they are in my manifesto. But like I said, we don't want to project that man. We want to talk the language that the man on the street understands. That's how we want to take Enugu State back.
so impressed, very impressed, impressive. I cannot stop supporting you, even just for the thought of that alone. Like we said in the beginning, I don't want to go back and forth, but it takes a lot for somebody to just get up and say, you know what, I have to take what belongs to me. They always say that talk is cheap, that it's time to do it.
Exactly.
You can do it. We can all do it together. I give you all my full support just for dreaming and for doing it. It's only somebody who has vision that can do it. Let's not just sit back and say, hey, Nigeria is corrupt. Who is going to do it? We can all come together and do it. We can do it.
Yeah.
Yes, there's nothing. Yeah. It is said that you are not unsuccessful until you try. So it's better for people, it's better for you to try than for somebody who is consumed in fear and will not even try. It takes a lot to try. And it's only people who has tried things in life that have the door and have the opportunity for success. If you don't try, you cannot succeed. So people...
Yes, Katia, sorry, one of your people just asked a question. They said, what are you thinking about the coal mine in Enugu? Okay. You see, that people don't believe it when you tell them about the blueprint. You see, the guy on the street doesn't know. These are things that we talk about on a higher level, you know, of strategizing. When we talk about under infrastructure, we have plans for the coal in Enugu because we've studied the situation. Even when we are talking about water, when we're talking about providing water for Enugu, we studied the Ajali River. We know about they used the Ajali River they used it when they were mining the coal at Iva Valley. So somehow the water has been polluted. And when you talk about the coal mining, it's a source of, they were using it to power the turbines at Oji River. It was part of what they were burning to power the turbines in Oji River. But then the world went green, you know, and they kind of moved away from coal. But you know, right now, there is beginning to be interest again in coal, although it's not in a very good way. But you know, America is kind of pulling away from all this earth warming thing, and so coal is coming back a little bit into the system again, into the discussion. So we are able to use coal to generate electricity. There's a way that you can treat coal and make it cleaner, like remove the carbon dioxide in the coal and make it cleaner for the environment. We're also looking at that alternative. There are companies that we've contacted. The only thing right now is that system of reducing the carbon emission in coal is expensive, so we are not exploiting that so much. However, there is natural gas in Enugu. There's natural gas, and that is a cheaper way of generating electricity. So we are exploiting the use of natural gas to generate electricity. I'm just throwing this to let people know that it's not just thinking. We have been investigating, we've been working with people, and we know what is doable and what is not doable. So I just wanted to attend to that question. I want to thank you, Katia Velino, for giving us this opportunity to reach out people. I know you have a lot of followers. Just continue to ask them to support us. The journey is not easy, but we need encouragement. We don't need people to keep discouraging us. We just want people to keep, we entertain criticisms because they make you grow and they show you where you're not doing right. And they can increase your strength. But we need all the support we can get. Thank you so much, Katia Velino, for all your support. And then people should support the Take It Back movement and keep rooting for us.
So thank you, guys. If you are logged in through on my own platform, I will also be leaving Chidi's link at the bottom of this video. Please do me a favor, do Chidi a favor, do yourself a favor. If you are a Nigerian and you think and you want that country to move forward, please share this video, share the link, encourage your people to get their PC card, whether on the state level or federal level. Everybody should get their card. Support Chidi Wanyanwu, support Take It Back, please. I will wait. I don't know how long I'm gonna wait, but it will be nice if I have a link to this what do you call it again? To this GoFundMe. So that when people are looking at the video, when they go down, they will also see the link. So that we use one stone to kill all the birds. I love you guys all so much. Chidi, keep going. Go there and make us proud. Never even blink an eye to ask 2 questions. Why did you even do it? You can do it. The people that are doing it does not have 2 heads. Whoever, the president of Ghana and all these young presidents in France and all these other countries, they are much younger than you and I. So I think that we can do it. Not Ghana, but okay, France. Okay, we can do it. You have all my support. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys very shortly. If you are watching from my YouTube channel, I will do the explanation later on about all these things that is going on. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Kachi phone in Nigeria.
Enugu State. Enugu State. Bye bye.
Bye.